why? Why is it important to observe what you think? Why do you think that can be the case? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever decided to do something and then all thoughts popped up in your head? Why you were not able to do it? Type 1 in the comments. Or have you ever said, okay, you know what, I'm done with this. I am moving forward this way. And when you started doing it, all sort of thoughts came up to keep you back, that you had to do other things, that perhaps other things were more important in that moment. Type 2 in the comments. Or you knew something was a specific way and still there were thoughts discussing with you internally why things perhaps were not that way, even though you knew it was true. Then type 3 in the comments. I think this bird was saying 3. This is why I want you to know. The thoughts in your head. You know how many thoughts we have on a daily basis? From 40 to 75,000. And there's thoughts that just pass by, and there's thoughts that you emotionally engage with. Are you aware that there might be a possibility that there's a better way to deal with it instead of experiencing all the thoughts? Might there be a way that you can literally observe your thoughts? Do you think that is true? Let me know in the comments. How come that there are people who have 24 hours in a day, manage to do so many things, and other people also have 24 hours a day and manage to do much less? Let me know in the comments as well. So what I'm trying to say here is, what I'm saying here is that depending on how you deal with the thoughts in your head, you're able to move forward in a more healthy way, in a more productive way, in a way that serves you to help you achieve the things. And on one hand, I'm just, okay, this turns out, or it sounds like maybe this is about achievement. Let me tell you something, this is not. Imagine if you were only be able to observe the thoughts in your head just to create peace of mind. Wouldn't that be gold on itself? Wouldn't that be the deal maker to have a way for you to stop all the discussions you have, all the internal dialogues you have? That was the word that I'm looking for. Because who is having these internal dialogues? Who is that? Who can say, I'm angry at myself? What does that mean? I'm angry at myself. You mean there's something inside of you that is different than you? So there's two of you inside of you? Okay? So there is a thing that is called the ego. And this ego will do everything to keep you safe. It will do everything to keep you safe. It will talk you out of things. So your mind can literally take you out of the game. By telling, no, you're not gonna train for this marathon. No, you're not built for that. You cannot take this pressure on your body. You cannot combine this with your work. You cannot combine this with your children. You cannot combine this with everything on your plate. If you believe that story in your head, what happens? You just don't do it. Oh, I'm going to suffer too hard. Yeah, of course, you need training. But then again, that's the same with everything. So all these thoughts, and this is just a small thing. Now, this is just a marathon, okay? Imagine there's much more important things in your life that you want to achieve. The same process happens because your mind wants to keep you safe. Your ego wants to keep you safe because it knows that even if you're in survival mode, you're able to survive. So it will talk you about literally anything that puts you outside of your comfort zone. Is this how you want to live your life? Is this how you want to move forward with the things that matter to you? Perhaps you have relationship problems, or you had hardships. It was very painful. It didn't work out. You really loved that person. It was very hurtful. So, what are you going to tell yourself? Relationships are not for you? There's things that we can learn. There's things that we can improve. And you can improve your thinking. You can literally become aware of what it is that you're thinking. You can literally become the observer of your thoughts. You can literally observe your thoughts. Also, if you're able to observe your thoughts, let's take it one step further. Do you think that if you can observe your thoughts, you perhaps maybe are also able to observe your emotions, getting to understand your emotions? And perhaps if you might be able to observe your emotions, that you can better deal with the intensity of your emotions. Imagine if there is a way that you can literally feel emotions without going through the process again, and then knowing how to release it from your body, acknowledging it, thanking your body that you were able to be protected by it in the moments that you needed it, and that you're in a safe space right now and that you're able to let that go. Imagine all the energy that is freed by you learning this process, how to regulate your nervous system. Imagine what that would bring to your life. All the heated discussions, all the discomfort, all the resistance, all the stress, how you're able to deal with that. Wouldn't that be just amazing? Learning how to do so? Imagine if you're able to transform behaviors that are not very supportive on your journey. Imagine that you really know you have to work on your health, and then somehow, for some reason, you just open that closet again and eat all the things that you know you shouldn't be eating, and then you still do. How are you ever gonna break that habit? So there are things going on that need some deeper introspection, and this is exactly what I help you with. This is literally what is going to have such a huge impact on your life. It's going to have such a huge impact on how you're able to deal with things that right now can be a burden, that just blow up your relationships, that just blow up situations, that blow up many things for you. Imagine if you're able to regulate yourself, that you can respect yourself, that you are able to understand yourself, why things happen a specific way, that you're able to see yourself, hear yourself, observe yourself, understand yourself. Now, why am I able to tell this to you? Because I've been going through this myself, and I went so deep in understanding myself that I can so easily understand other people as well. I can hear and see you. I understand you. Very often I also know what you're talking about because I've experienced it myself. I know how painful it can be, and I also know what is possible. because we are just not told how this works, how this functions. Just like it's not being told that if you study economics, you're not told how to earn money either. You know, there's so much that we expect to learn being on a journey, and there's so less information if you don't knock on the right doors, if you don't ask for help, if you don't get to meet the people who really can help you solve situations, who can have the time to listen to you, who really want to listen to you, who really want to see you win. Imagine if you would have such a person next to you. Yes, so the things that I talked about earlier in this video is literally what I help you with when you step onto an 11-week journey together with me. And I'm serious about this. This is what helped me on my journey. This allowed me to literally change things in my life, because I understood myself at such a deep core level that I could see my needs, my healthy needs that I wanted to have met in relationships. I could literally level up my self-worth that didn't allow me to be in situations that were not good for me, that were toxic for me, that were not respecting my self-worth. And the same happens for men and women. It's masculine self-worth and it's feminine self-worth. And once you know where you're dismissing yourself, once you know that, once you saw that, once you have that understanding and awareness, life gets to be much easier. And this brings peace. This brings peace to your mind, because you know which thoughts to engage with, what are helpful. You know which emotional state you're in. You know how to regulate yourself. You know how to support your thinking. You know how to support your feeling. You know how to support your body releasing emotions. You know how to deal with situations or in an environment that is conducive or not conducive for your goals. So yes, this is an invitation to you to step onto this journey with me. We go on a journey for 11 weeks, and I know your life is going to be different before and after. So right now, there's still 30% off of my offer. So if you want to set up that bond, and if you want me to invite you officially into this family, then click on the link below and make sure you're a part of that. And I also want you to be a part of it, because I know these 11 weeks will definitely change your life. If you watch my previous video, I talked about that I'm not here for the fluff stuff. Yes, I'm not doing things in a fluffy way. We go all in, and I tell you what it is and how it works. And I just tell you what you can do in your situation. I just tell you about your blind spots. I guide you to see for yourself what are your blind spots, and to develop a way to observe yourself that you can rely upon yourself as well at some point. This is my wish for you. I want you to be self-reliant. I want you to be self-actualized, self-realized, and you can still have a mentor and a coach, and I'm also happy to take it longer with you. Then again, I want you to have the basics, and I want you to be able to understand yourself at such a deep level that this brings peace to your mind. Alright, that's it for this video. If you have questions, then let me know in the comments. Like and share. If you didn't subscribe to this channel yet, then subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell sign so you're notified every time a new video comes out. And yes, you're most welcome to ask questions. I'm very happy to answer them in the comments, or to make a video about it. Let me know what your questions are, and talk to you very soon. Mwah! Bye bye.